Hi, Summit family. It is 2023, and I don't know about you, but I've just been so excited for a new year. Considering it a clean slate, a chance for me to forgive myself for the mishaps, for the mistakes that I had done in the last year, and things that I have not done, just from choosing laziness and choosing my comfort over challenging myself and putting myself in a position where God can really move and use me. And so 2023 is going to be a clean slate for me, and hopefully it can also be for you. But I also just want to share the few things that I definitely will want to really pray for this year. And that is, number one, is for God to bless me. I know it may seem kind of selfish. we want to have prayers that is just focused on other people in need, the hungry children on the other side of the ocean and things like that. But God says, ask and you shall receive. And if you just feel like you want to have that overwhelming abundance of God's blessing over your life, that you are allowed and invited to pray for it, to pray for God's blessing. And not only that, to be ready and anticipate to receive it in whatever form and whatever timing He may bring it. Next thing is to enlarge my sphere of influence. As a Christian, we are called to be God's hands and feet, and we can't do that just in the comfort of our small sphere of influence. We want to extend those arms and feet. The next thing is to open ministry moments and encounters. And that can happen in the most randomest moments in your life. That could happen in aisle 20 of Sprouts. And just times where your eyes and your heart is open for the Spirit to lead you. And again, be the hands and feet of God. Next is to keep me from pain and to keep those that I care for away from pain. Next is to stretch my capacity. Now this one, I will admit, is a pretty scary thing to pray for, because that requires for me to be uncomfortable. That requires for me to be challenged. But I know that I will not be able to achieve the greatness that God has planned for me if my capacity stays the way that it is now. The lastly is then to keep temptation away from me. I think oftentimes we get so focused on praying for how to battle the temptation rather than asking God to just keep temptation away from us. In this day and age, temptation can be found anywhere, and sometimes that temptation is disguised in something beautiful and attractive, but oftentimes it's really not, and it's temptation. So to pray for God to let us know when temptation is here and to keep that stuff away from us is so necessary. So I hope you may, if it works for you, to also pray these same prayers for yourself this year and just be specific for what you need from God. Like I said, ask and you shall receive.